I love Northeast, and I would love to come back.
Yeah, boy.
Hi guys, good evening, namaskar, and welcome to the 5th episode of Highlanders. This is your host Ashirwad from Guwahati. We made an exception today and we hosted this live session at 5 o'clock instead of the usual 8 o'clock. This exception is for an exceptional guest that we have with us today. He stayed with us for 2 seasons and he quickly became a fan favorite, and I think we have people around the region still chanting his name and wishing he would return back to the club someday. But without any further delay, I think I'll ask Mr. Nico Velez to join our session. Hello, Nico. How are you?
Hello, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
To everyone.
My name is Ashirwad and I'm from Assam. It's great to have you here with us. People have been expecting to see this session for a very long time.
Yeah, of course, it's a difficult situation for everyone, not just in the football way, it's all around the world, because the situation is bad. Some people need to go to work and they cannot go. So the most important thing is that people who cannot go to the work, and they need that more than a football player. Of course, for us, it's our job. We miss trainings, we miss games, but I think there is a lot of important things before football. I hope this situation finish soon for the best of everyone.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I'm here at home, of course, and I'm training at home. The club provide to me few things like a bike and gym stuff. And also in my free time, I try to play FIFA online with my friends in Argentina. But now the situation here in Malaysia is better. People can go out. Last week we can go out for trainings. Not with the team, but we can go for running. We can go to the restaurants, to the shopping malls. So it's getting better.
So things are slowly getting to become normal. You feel, right?
Yeah.
Gradually,
We from few weeks back, we start to go out slowly. They say on the next week everything will be open. So I'm very looking forward for that. Well, I started football since I 4 years old in my own club in my city, and then some scouting see me from River Plate. They brought me to the club, and then I was there for 11 years. I studied there. I do all my academy there, and then when I reached to the second team, I see some of big players right now. They are in the big clubs like Lamela in Tottenham. Lanzini in West Ham, they get the chance before me, so I choose to go to another club to get my opportunity. So I went to Huracan, it's another club in Argentina, and then after 1 year, 1.5 years, I start to play overseas. Until now it's been like 8-9 years. Well, to be honest, I was in Spain, then I get the chance to go to Singapore, as you say, and the first 1.5 years was really very good for me in Singapore. We won the league. I was chosen by best player in the league. In that time I was more younger than now, and federation. We have a few talks with the federation, and they was planning, to bring me the passport, to try to make me Singaporean, try to play for the national team, but at the end we couldn't make. And in the middle of that situation, I get the chance to join Northeast United. Cesar Farias in that time contacted me, And from that moment, I start to go in internet to see about ICL, and it was only one season. So I watched all the videos from 2014. Del Piero was there, Ljungberg, Robert Pires, and I was surprised. I was excited. And yeah, from the first day, I tried to push my club in that time to let me go to India, because it was I feel that it would be very good opportunity for me, and it was. I was right. It helped me a lot. The first season I remember in 2015, when we finished in December. Many people called me from all around the world, which I didn't expect. So in that time, I become to know how people look in ICL. People who never contacted me before, like Hajduk Split from Croatia, some club for South America who play Copa Libertadores. Few offers from here in Southeast Asia. And in that time, I was young, and I chose to go to Hajduk Split in Croatia. Of course, it was an amazing experience for me to play with players, not just Simao, like Sokora, Romaric, they play in big teams. Every day I try to learn from them, everything. But the more important thing I was surprised about them was the way they see the life. They was very humble with everyone, and they are
very
big players. Yes, they are big players, and they was one of us. So that was the more important thing. Of course, inside the pitch, everyone know them. What can I say? I still friend with them. I still in touch with them. Even with Simao, I met him last year in Portugal. So I was coached by Silas in Portugal. So it was great experience in Northeast that. With the years, you still have a contact with them. To be honest, that season was a little bit unlucky for me, because I get two injuries in the more important time of the season. And I was out in the last game against Kerala, and I tried my best. Even I go up for a warm up with so much pain. I tried my best until the end, but in that moment I say to the coach, I think it's better to put one player 100% instead of me, which I don't feel so good to give my 100% because I'm still with pain. So I remember that team was very good. We was young, energetic team. We play attacking football. And we get now I remember we get Romaric injury also in the half of the season, so it was a little bit unlucky. And I'm sure that these two seasons, if we reach the semi-final, we had a team to fight for the title. Well, when I was in India, I don't know if you remember, there was a coach, Sergio Farias, who signed, and then he had some problem with the club, and then he left. And then half of the season in 2016, I get a calling from him. He invited me to join his team in Thailand. So at this time, if you remember, the India Super League start again in June. So for the player, it's not easy to be without club 6 months. So at this age, I thought the best decision for me was to join Supanburi FC in Thailand.
Game experience.
Yeah. And then of course, try to learn about new culture, new football. And it was a great season. And then the other season was hard to go back to India because of that. I still have a contract there, and everything became a little bit more hard for everyone.
I understand.
Well, the Asian football surprised me because of the high quality. These 4 leagues, I really surprised. The level of local player and import player, the foreigners. So what I see, something similar, is the way they see the football. So
Right.
yeah, it wasn't hard for me to adapt myself. Of course, at the beginning, yes, in Singapore was my first year, but after that, it was easy for me to adapt myself in India, in Thailand, in Malaysia. So it's nice for me. Yes, of course. I still follow the ICL and especially Northeast United. I have a special love for the people, for the fans, because to be honest, was in the best club in my career where I feel was in Northeast. So of course I will follow. I wish always the best for the club, and I know last year was near to reach the final. I was supporting from my house, but they didn't make it. But I think it was a good season for the club.
Yes,
But the last one wasn't good, but I hope the next season will be okay for everyone, you know, because all the fans here deserve one good season.
Right.
Well, when I come to the club in 2015 was very well organized club. So I don't know about now. I think there is a lot of new people, young people in management in the management.
Yes.
But I to be honest, I really don't know all of them. So I cannot talk about the present in the club. But in my time, during my time there, it was a great experience. Everyone take care of us. They was behind us. What we need, they was supporting us everywhere. So I think now, as you say, the fans in Northeast for me are one of the best in India. And when I see the stadium, like I saw few games right now with not the same crowd as before. I feel pity, you know. So I hope they will come back, and of course they need that season that how to say incentivation to come back to the stadium, and we all hope for that.
Yeah.
I think every player have routine, especially personal routine. Sorry. I remember in 2015, the Cesar Farias assistant coach tell me, Nico, the night before you go to sleep, try to put in your mind, imagine the game, how you will finish when you go gummy with the goalkeeper. Try to think about that. So from that time, every game I'm going to play, the night before I start to think. Of course, during the week I try to train. I try to take care of myself with training, with prevention, with food, with rest. So and then during the game I try to be calm, to enjoy, listen some music, and then of course when the time comes, just go to the game and enjoy and do my best. Every game have good and bad moments. You have to be strong in the bad moment. You have to think positive. If you miss one chance, you have to think in another will come soon. So you have to forget quick everything. What is past is past. So you cannot change. So I try always to look forward, to try I always say one sentence is one coach tell me what's next.
Are you able to hear me? I think there was some connection.
Now yes. Now yes.
I completely missed you. I completely missed you. You were saying something.
Really? Oh no, I was saying that I was saying that every game has bad situations. So when I miss one chance, I try to don't think about that, to forget what is past, and then I try to look forward for the next one. So I was telling you, one coach in Singapore tell me the more important thing in football is what is next. So I always think about that.
Looking forward and doing things better than what happened in the past, right? So if you still dwell in the past, it might not help you do things better in the future. Correct.
Well, I'm to be honest, I'm very happy here in Malaysia. I'm very comfortable with my club, with the people in my club. They
Yeah,
treat me very good. I'm very happy with my teammates, with my coaching staff. So even my family adapt to the life here in Malaysia. But
yeah,
of course, football we never know. I'm open for everything. Yeah, India is the place which I love, so I'm always open to come back if something good for me and for the club. How to say, if we can make something good for everyone, I'm
yeah.
always open to be back in the place which I feel good.
But deep down, there is just one club in India that you would like to come back, right? This is
Who knows?
Thank you, thank
We
you.
never know.
Yeah,
We cannot promise that because you cannot promise not just in football, in a
yeah,
life.
right.
I think
Yeah,
if you promise something, you give your word, you have to respect that. So if you don't, are not sure, you cannot say something which you regret after. But of
correct,
course, I,
correct.
I I love Northeast, and I would love to come back. But who knows in the
Yeah.
future? We never know.
Well, let's hope that you end up in Northeast, not any other club. That's what we hope. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I think India have a great talent. Uh,
Yeah,
we can show in the national team, they improve a lot. And I think the most important thing in every country in football is the academies. On each
yeah,
club and even in the national team, under 15, under 17, under 20, because they are the
right.
future of the country. So I think India to improve, to try to be one of the best in Asia, have to start for that. And then, of course, if you reach that target, you can go for more. Who knows?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
it's nice to dream, and why not to dream to
yeah.
be in the World Cup in the future. Yes, India is a big country, so I think there is a lot of talents which people don't know. So I think
Yeah,
you have to start from the top, from the
yeah.
federation, maybe to try to bring some people
Establish
in
some.
different, yeah, from different city, from different areas to scouting young player, young talent, and then start to bring them to the clubs. And of course, the
Yeah,
clubs have to better infrastructure. I don't know how to say better
yeah, yeah.
facilities.
Better,
We can
yes,
say sometimes I
facilities and
miss
infrastructure.
Spanish and English words. So
Right, sir.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's
so the
okay.
facilities are very important in the club, and yeah, from that they have to make a national team from, as I
Right,
say, under 13,
right.
15, 17. You cannot
And to
see
be
the results maybe in your time, but you will see
yeah.
that in 10, 20 years.
Right, right. I mean, gradually, if from the bottom they start to build up and organize properly, I think eventually we'll have a proper system which
Yeah. This is what
produces
the
uh,
this
world-class
this is what
talents.
they do in the best country
Correct.
in the world, like Germany, Argentina, Brazil, France. Every year, a new generation is coming and coming. Some
Right.
and go, some comes. So
Yeah.
this is why
But the
they
emphasis,
maintain
the
in
importance is
in the
given.
top level.
Right,
Yes, yes.
right. Correct, correct, correct. Any message for the fans who I think they're still typing that we
Yeah.
want you back, Nico, and just full with Nico Velez come back.
What can
So
I say? What can I say? Just thank you, like I always say, and they are the best. They support me from the first day. And when I come to India, I didn't expect that. It was like impact for me, and I'm really
Yeah,
grateful for that. So I wish for them all the best, and I hope they can get in the future that happiness they give to the players.
yeah, yeah. And we as fans would also like to wish you very good health at this time and
Thank
your
you.
family as well. And we wish that you have a amazing season in the upcoming years. With of course, my personal wish would be to see you back in our team. So yeah, but wherever you are, wherever you play, I think we all would say that you are healthy and you're doing amazing. Okay, favorite club in the world?
Okay, I can say, can I say two maybe in one Premier League?
All right. Yeah,
Premier League, Arsenal, because I know Indian people love Premier League. So Arsenal, of course, Barcelona. The king is there, Messi.
Yes, of course. And your favorite coach you've worked under? The coach that
my
like
favorite coach around the world, Guardiola.
One. So there is a dream coach that you would like to work under, Mr. Guardiola, right?
Yes, 100%.
And right, and the favorite player would be definitely Messi, I suppose.
No need to say.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite player in Indian Super League in your tenure, maybe now.
Local player.
Local. Yeah. Indian player.
Sunil Chetri. Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Amazing. And pre-match ritual. Do you have any pre-match ritual?
Just before the match. Say before. Yeah, listen music, pray, but not to pray to win the game. Just pray to be healthy and not just me. All 22 players who go to the field.
Amazing. So your best buddy during your tenure in Northeast United Football Club, both the season, maybe.
My best memory.
Best friend.
My best friend, Alfaro.
Yeah, Alfaro. Yeah, we could see that you had quite a chemistry going on the pitch and off the pitch as well. Amazing. Yeah. So, if not a footballer, what else would you have been?
Well, I don't know, but when I was kid, I say to my mom, I will become a doctor, but I think I was wrong.
Well, you would have been busy right now if you had been a doctor. We did not have got a chance to talk to you. Yeah. Okay. So, favorite stadium in the world? A dream stadium you'd like to play?
Camp Nou, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you played under Cesar Farias and Nilo Bengara, so both the seasons, right? So whom did you prefer working under? Who was kind of more close to you as a coach and as a person?
Both of them. With Nelo, I met him like 3 or 4 times last year in Portugal, even here in Malaysia, because he was a national team coach here after Northeast United. With Cesar, I was in chat with him many times. So both of them had a great experience. They are very, very good coach, and especially very good people.
Okay. Okay. The final question. I think you already have given a kind of a good elaborative answer, but the final question is: would you come back to Northeast? I kind of know the answer, but would you come back to Northeast United Football Club? I mean, if you had to choose, yes, no, maybe. Would you come back to our? Yeah, amazing.
If there is opportunity to come back, why not?
Yeah.
But have to be many things for that. First of all, from both sides.
Yes, absolutely.
And then another things, in that moment, if I'm free, if the club wants, but of course, the wish is always there.
Yeah. So, are you still in touch with someone from the club? I mean, have you been in touch with someone from the club?
Yeah, I was in chat with John Abraham few times, even last year, but most of the time I was under contract, but no, we don't talk just about football. He was more than that. He was more than both for me. We had good times, bad times, like everyone. But I keep the best memories with him. Yeah,
absolutely amazing. So I think before we wrap up the session, we'd like to take some queries. Any fans would like to ask something?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You read that, huh?
So yeah, there are questions.
I don't understand in Indian.
So have you tried any Indian dish while you were in Northeast in United? Have you tried any
No. Any food?
Indian food? Yeah, Indian food.
Only cheese naan?
Chicken.
I don't know if I'm right.
I
Cheese naan,
okay.
something like that. Or prata. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. If it's Indian or I wasn't in country.
I don't know if it's chole bhature. Maybe I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not able to get it. Okay. So yeah, there are questions. Of course, Ronaldo, Messi. I know the answer, so I don't need to ask you that question. Yeah. Okay. I can't see. Okay. There. I can't see any proper question. It's all about Messi, and people just want you to come back. All the comments I can see is that please come back to Northeast United Football Club. So Mustafir is asking, are you in Malaysia right now? So you're with
yeah, I'm in Malaysia right now. Yes, I'm in Malaysia right now. I think 2.5 hours more than India, I guess.
Yes, it's 2.5 hours time difference. So so I had one question. How was your experience in Felda United? So I have one question in Felda. How was your experience in Felda United?
So far, very good. We started the league in very good way. Unlucky we got this breaking in the middle in 4 games. I think we had one of the best football in the league, I can say. I'm really looking forward to the league start again in August or September. I don't know.
Let's hope things become normal very soon and we get to see the sport resume, right? So before we wrap up the session, any final thing you'd like to say about India, about us? Anything?
No, just during this time? One more time. Thank you to you. Thank you to everyone for being there. Not just today in this conversation. I always read the message. Sometimes I cannot reply everyone because there is many. Yeah. But just thank you, and I wish to all the fans, to all the club, all the best for the coming seasons.
Thank you so much, Nico, and I, on behalf of all the fans, would like to thank you for sharing your time with us and having a lovely chat with us. And of course, all the best for your season ahead, and all the good health and happiness to you and your family. All right.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. See you.